Hi friend, it's Amy Tangerine. As you may already know, I'm a big advocate for finding time for creativity and expressing yourself on paper, even if it's just for 10 to 15 minutes a day. I strongly believe that being creative is possible no matter where you are, and I love encouraging others to tap into their creativity and explore fun ways to express yourselves. I bring my travel watercolor set and a few supplies with me almost everywhere I go. Let me know in the comments if you want a separate video dedicated to seeing the supplies I use to craft on the go. The people at Shake Shack are so nice. I asked for something with a logo on it. He brought me a cup and a receipt because I didn't get one. And so I can put this in my book, in my planner. So fun. I use my planner to document and preserve my memories. It's fun to include little tidbits with a simple glue stick if you're out and about. As a modern day memory keeper, I find that it's easy to record life in videos, photos, and capture little moments throughout, but sometimes feels overwhelming to put it all together. And it's okay. Not only is it okay, it's also fine to do whatever works for you and to let go of the guilt that you're not preserving every single meaningful moment. I think it's more important to be present. I caught a few snippets of this day when my mom's best friend was in town from Toronto. Even though I had deadlines looming, I prioritized taking the morning off and showing her my favorite mall, Westfield Century City, and treating her to lunch. It was a wonderful way to spend time and meant so much to my mom and her friend, and hopefully Juniper too. Then, on a different day, I played catch up in my planner and wanted to share the process. Here is what we're starting with, and I'm grabbing a sticker from my sticker book with American Crafts, and what I love doing is sticking to what works. I know I enjoy using stickers. I know I enjoy using markers like the Tombow. Here's a sticker book from Pipstick, so many planner stickers. And the nice thing about back planning is that you can infuse whatever you want onto the page because you know it's already happened. I know that I worked late on Thursday. I know that I had to work right after coming back from our fun adventure. Thanks for being a part of it. There are also stickers that you might find don't necessarily work well for you. I didn't want this book club on theirs as well. I think that's what it said. And so I just cut it off. It's okay to make it work for you. The supplies that you have and own are here to help you get creative. Stickering is so fun and therapeutic for me. It sounds completely silly, but maybe you feel the same way. What are your go-to supplies? What do you love incorporating into your creative projects? Are there, stickers. I just dropped that one. I'm also clumsy. But it's okay because stickers usually peel back up. This one says feeling lucky, which is true because I appreciate the fact that I can now take a Friday morning off and spend time with family friends and show them around. I also love using the same type of technique where I do a little bit of Tombow and then stick a clear sticker right on top of it. This is from my Grateful Heart collaboration with Wrong Wrong. This Home Sweet Home sticker was feeling a little too holiday for me, but because I wanted to include it, I simply cut it to make it work for me. And because this little corner was in the way of that sun sticker already, I just trimmed it. Use your supplies in ways that work for you. This pen, as you know, is something that I've been loving using. It's linked below, and honestly, I probably need to buy another 10-pack. Uniball Signo DX 0.28. It's a very fine tip. This Posca marker is super fun too. I love the color. And here I'm going to do some dots with this green one. If you have seen my channel and my videos, I love incorporating watercolor. I'm taking this water and I'm using a regular brush and adding just a little border, and then I'm going to take a watercolor marker This is from Altenew, and add a little bit of color. I love the way it turns out. It feels a little artsy, but it's so simple, the technique. It reminds me of a denim wash maybe too. Probably that's why I like it. So once again, doing it up here, going to add some water, and then I will take the watercolor brush marker. And if you're not working in an Archer and Olive planner like I am here, it might bleed through. And even for this paper, it does sort of spot through on the other side, especially with this red that I used. What color? So that turned out a little bit too orange for me. Or pink. I really wanted it to be red for Lunar New Year. So I grabbed this ruby red, and I have this composition book where I test out the different paints, and I'm just adding a splotch there, and it's the perfect red in my opinion. So as I am adding it here, because it's such saturated color coming out of the brush marker, it might bleed through a little bit. I personally do not mind. I don't mind when there's a little showing through on the other side, but that's just my preference. So if you are not into it, I would recommend maybe just using watercolor paper instead. But I wanted to finish out the red here, so I'm just taking the Posca marker and adding a little lantern here that I saw at the mall. And as I'm doing it, I think that I'm going to add the stripes. And here's what's funny is that the way it turned out did not match the vision I had it for it in my head. So I simply abandoned that and colored it in, thinking, you know what, I'll figure it out after it dries. Here I am taking these alphabet stickers from that sticker book. Which sticker book is this? Sorry, I just have to grab it really quick. It is the Journal Studio Amy Tangerine American Crafts sticker book with 1,261 pieces. I'll link it below if I can still find it. These clear stickers are great for going over a watercolor wash. You know how much I love layering. Perhaps some of you do too. And the translucent or transparent effect here just makes me so happy because it also, the font that we used for these stickers looks almost handwritten as well. Here are some stickers from the Sticker Party collaboration. I love this corner here. Obviously, I'm a sucker for color. Perhaps you're the same. And as I'm laying out the pages, it's coming together organically. I don't know where things are going to go. I simply am guided by what I like, what I'm drawn to. And for some reason, I still love recording our meals. It helps me remember the day. It helps me kind of figure out, oh, okay, that's when we did this. And I'm not sure why it's so important to me that I document it, but I really like it. Here is a pen that I will use throughout this week. I feel like it ties things together and makes it feel more cohesive. Once again, I want to find other stickers that match things that I've done throughout the week. You don't have to be so literal with it. This gem actually gave me the idea of how I was going to fix this lantern. I'm taking the pen and adding the stripes there to mimic the effect of that jewel. I love that our supplies can teach us so much about the things we maybe have inside that want to come out and be fully expressed. It sounds so silly sometimes, but you know, as sticker lovers, as lovers of different colorful supplies, we are supposed to enjoy using them. We're supposed to enjoy the process and also sharing our ideas. So I've been taking these walk-in talks with my therapist. I have never met her in person. She became a new therapist during the, I guess, like beginning part of the pandemic, sort of. After Juniper was born, I think she was about 6 months old, I decided that I really wanted to find somebody again to talk to. And it's been great. I've been doing these walk-in talks with her, and it's been so wonderful. Here's another example of where I'm going to probably cut out the sticker because I don't want the leaves all the way around. Just adjusting how you want your supplies to work for you. I wanted to keep some of the leaves, but not all of them. And then I thought, how fun would it be to layer on top of part of this pink circle? Just because this was a holiday sticker book doesn't mean you can you can't use it any other time of the year, right? You can use it for other purposes. And here is where I'm going to put the Shine Bright. I love it layered on top of there. Spread Love can go right here. It looks so intentionally put there with the penny too. Okay, so as I was saying, the walk and talk has been so life-changing for me to do with my therapist, because then I get, probably 6,000 to 7,000 steps in the hour that we're talking while we're on a walk. And so that's been really wonderful. And it's been a way of me incorporating a little bit of exercise into my routine because I haven't been running. So it's really great to remind yourself that you can do whatever works. So here is where I left off. I did want to show you how I finished off the week though, but I had to go home. So setting up in my kitchen. When it comes to making things work with your supplies, adaptability is key. Whether you're on the go, traveling, or home, or just trying to make do with what you have on hand, being resourceful and creative can help you get what you want done. Found what I was looking for. Sorry about the laundry. It's a little loud. I knew I had these rabbit stickers to put here for Lunar New Year. I mistakenly thought it was the week before, so I have one over there too. But I'm going to grab this rabbit and place it over here, and that looks like a perfect fit. I love when that serendipitous sort of thing happens. I enjoy using stamps so much. Right now the stamps are put away in the studio, so I've got these that I've always kept at the house with my little tiny acrylic block and this ink pad, and I am going to stamp to fill in the spots where I know that I want to have certain things. I got this little squirrel there too. So cute. These are from Sakura Lala, and they are a favorite of mine, especially to use in my planner. We went to a basketball game, so I'm going to grab this basketball and stick it in. The nice thing about being totally adaptable to what is happening in the planner is that you might find that you want to use a supply that you come across in a page from beforehand, right? So the nice thing about back planning or memory planning or whatever you want to call this process is that there are no rules. You really can make it whatever you want. I love how this is coming together, and I'm almost done here, but what I'm realizing is that I just want to add one more final touch. I filled in Junie's first time on a scooter, some details. I've got this Uli Brilliant brush, and all I want to do is make a simple line here for some reason because there's a blank space, and then I'm going to call this week completely done. Thanks as always for watching. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to creating on the go or what your go-to favorite supplies are. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you feel inspired to get the creative juices flowing, no matter if it's all in one session or broken up into multiple 10 to 15 minute sessions like this was.